We have another great card set up this weekend. It is an ESPN top ranked card. It's headlined by Emanuel Navarrete versus Liam Wilson. This is actually a replacement. Oscar Valdez was supposed to be fighting Emanuel Navarrete. That would have been an absolute banger of a fight, but I think we'll settle for this for now. But this card has some really good prospects headlined on it too, and I think we're both really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, for this preview, we're going to be discussing one of two solid cards to look forward to this weekend. This one for this weekend is a solid top rank card, a couple of solid prospects on it, familiar names, and yeah, really looking forward to that. Let's get into this. To start things off with this card, we're going to be starting with prospect Richard Torrez Jr. He's returning to the ring against James Bryant in a 6-round heavyweight bout. Richard Torrez, successful start to his professional career so far. I know he's a decorated amateur boxer, and yeah, we've seen him a few times in the ring, and I would say I've been slightly impressed. Like he definitely has the power, has an idea of what he's doing in the ring for sure. He definitely embraces his style, and yeah, I guess I could say I'm looking forward to seeing Richard Torrez back in the ring. I want to see him take some more steps on the way up to potentially being a contender one day.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I want to see this guy take some more steps in this fight. This guy is kind of just a whale at you, come right after you. He's super aggressive, but I mean that's how it's been working for him. But like him to see him box a little more. All four of his wins are by knockout. And that's kind of what I'm probably expecting for this one again. Even though I would like to see him box a little more, I mean, this dude's got some raw power, and just some of the guys he's fighting right now just aren't up to his skill level.
Yeah, and that just comes with the building the professional resume. He's early, so yeah, we're gonna see him in the ring against some guys who shouldn't be there with him. But it's just another step. James Bryant doesn't seem to have a deep resume himself in the professional ring, so yeah, I don't know how this is gonna pan out for him. He's already lost twice in 8 fights. Richard Torres, this just seems like another step to him for him, but I guess I'm looking forward to it.
And if this is anything like his last fight, it could be another brutal KO because that was absolutely nasty in his last fight when the guy face planted face first. So hopefully Richard Torres can take a step forward, but I am looking forward to him fight this weekend.
Yeah, without a doubt. And another prospect. This guy's definitely recognizable. Might be the last name, but no, I'm playing. You got Nico Ali Walsh up against Eduardo Ayala. Uh, Ali Walsh is going into his 8th professional fight, and this is going to be another 6-round bout. I guess I'm looking forward to seeing Ali Walsh. I'm a fan of Ali Walsh. I want to see him progress, make the strides towards becoming a complete fighter, and it's just kind of dope seeing him make progress like as he fights, because I know he didn't have an extensive amateur background. I know he's kind of learning as he goes, so that's something I'm hopeful that will pan out. But on another quick note about Ali Walsh, I just want to say that he gets a lot of hate. I know we've said that before. He gets a lot of hate, and I mean it's kind of, I don't want to say it's justified, but sometimes the way Top Rank handles his promotion, it's almost like, hey, look, this is Ali's grandson more so than this is Nico Ali Walsh. But hopefully he could get out of that shadow. A little hard when your grandfather's the greatest boxer of all time to many people. So, yeah, I'm hopeful for Ali Walsh to win this weekend and just to be successful.
Yeah, and I think he's kind of like you were saying, not go off of his grandfather's name. He said multiple times in post game interviews that it's Nico Ali Walsh. Nothing has to do with his grandfather. He wants to make a name out of himself, but he's honestly gotten steadily better every single fight that he's professional fight that he's done so far. I've liked everything I've seen in every fight. He's just steadily getting better. Like I said before his last fight, I would have liked to see a little more power out of him, and he got a knockout in his last fight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in this fight. Would like to see a little better defense from him because he does get touched up a lot. But other than that, I mean, he's pretty solid right now. See if he can get to that contender stage at one point. I still think he's got a long way from that, but he can definitely get there if he wants it.
Yeah, without a doubt. Long time away. He fights at super middleweight. As we all know, Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed super middleweight champion. By the time he gets to that contender level, if he ever does, Canelo's probably going to be retired for a couple of years. Yeah, Ali Walsh has a long road ahead of him, but could maybe we can maybe see the end of that road, him being a world champion. But as for the next fight on this undercard, very recognizable name. We've seen this guy in the ring with a bunch of stars. You got Jose Pedraza up against Arnold Barboza Jr. in a 10-round super lightweight fight. I'm looking forward to this one. This seems like a solid matchup. Pedraza, when he's on his shit, he's an elite fighter, in my opinion. And Barboza Jr., clean resume to this point, based off the record. Definitely obvious that he's the boxer type. So this seems like a matchup of two boxers right here. And if I'm gonna be honest, it's safe to bet that this is gonna be a decision. I feel like.
Yeah, it's pretty safe to say it's going to be a decision, but I'm really interested in this matchup, to be honest. Arnold Barboza is, I mean, this is going to be his best fight up to date. Jose Pedraza is going to be the best name he's fought, and Jose Pedraza is no slouch. I mean, he's been in the ring with people like Richard Comey and Jose Ramirez in his past two fights. People actually think that Richard Comey fight he won. It was a draw, but people think that he may have edged out. I don't know about that. Honestly, I thought it was a draw, but um, his loss to Jose Ramirez was a 12-round decision too. That was kind of expected though, because Jose Ramirez is, I would give him the advantage and everything over Jose Pedraza. But I'm really looking forward to this fight. Barboza is ranked in the top 10 in the WBC and the WBO. So this could be a fight that leads him up to title contention.
Yeah, Barboza definitely looks like he's on that path. I feel like I've seen his name in the mix with Teofimo Lopez when Teofimo first went up to 140. So yeah, he's definitely approaching that point. Beating Pedraza right here would definitely be a nice name added to the resume, and I just feel like after that he's due for a world title shot.
Yeah, and speaking of Teofimo Lopez, Jose Pedraza was actually supposed to fight Teofimo Lopez. I think it was December 10th of last year, and he had an illness and had to back out of that. So he said he is fully recovered from that illness now and is ready to step back in the ring, which is good. But I mean, that would have been a banger of a fight too. But it's just nice to see Pedraza healthy, and hopefully we can see that he's nice and 100% healthy.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice to see a healthy Pedraza this weekend. But even then, I don't know how he matches up against Barboza here. I'm gonna be honest, I might have to slightly favor Barboza, but that's definitely a fight to look forward to, and I can't wait to see that one. Obvious decision, but it's all good. But as for the main event for this card, you got Emanuel Navarrete returning to the ring against Liam Wilson, and this right here, this is for a vacant super featherweight title. Um, I'm excited to see Navarrete back in the ring. He's definitely an exciting fighter. Good amount of power. Definitely has like the size advantage against most of the guys in these weight classes. Not going to call him a weight bully, but like that might be the case. But regardless,
A lot of the things I read, that's pretty much what they said.
yeah. But
He has been a
regardless,
lot bigger at the weights he's been at, and this weight I think is going to be his proper weight right here. This weight class.
yeah, maybe based off his dimensions, man, that dude could be a welterweight. To be honest with you, but
Hmm.
yeah, he's got one of the most unique punches in the game with his lead uppercut. Navarrete, he is definitely an elite fighter, in my opinion. I can't wait to see him in the mix with bigger names. I feel like they're just kind of, padding the record. But until then, we're going to see him in bouts like this against Liam Wilson, who his resume doesn't look so bad. But I'm not going to lie, I'm not too familiar with this guy.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't really too familiar with Liam Wilson before I looked into this fight, but he's actually coming into this fight replacing Oscar Valdez, who is supposed to be fighting Emmanuel Navarrete, which this would have been a super fight if that would have happened, because that would have been an absolute banger But Liam Wilson, he is in for it, to be honest, in my opinion. He's never fought outside of Australia. He's going all the way to Arizona for this in the United States. So it's a very, very long trip for him. But um, he does have kind of a decent record. He's 11-1 with 7 KOs, but his loss was recent, and he actually did avenge that loss to the guy he lost to. So props to him for that. But this is going to be a whole new different ball game for him. Navarrete's got some raw power. He also punches a lot. He threw, I think, over 1,000 punches in his last fight, and around 12 alone, I think he threw over 100 punches. So just get ready for a barrage of punches from Emanuel Navarrete. It's going to be a barrage of punches onto Liam Wilson, and Navarrete is actually looking to become the first Mexican-born boxer to be a 3-division world champ. So that is something that he is super prideful on and is looking forward to doing. So I really don't see any other result in this fight other than a Navarrete knockout.
Yeah, that's really all I see as well at this point. Navarrete, he is very capable with the hands. I will say that. And Liam
He's
Wilson,
very active.
yeah, seems like Liam Wilson is game coming into this fight, looking for a victory, of course. But I can't say I see it. I'm gonna have to go Navarrete with a stoppage. As for what round, I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna say round 7. I'm gonna say a round 7 stoppage.
I kind of like that, honestly. You're going back to my OG pick, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with a 5th round stoppage for this. And honestly, I think the lights may go out for this. I think this may be a KO.
Ooh, yeah, that could be the case, but I'm gonna put another bet. It's gonna be on Navarrete's uppercut. No, I'm kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah, he throws that shit from the other side of the ring, and he seems to
Yeah,
land it. I don't know, but
it works.
regardless, we've got really exciting card for Top Rank this weekend, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to covering this next week. Let's see who the winners are, and Nico Ali Walsh for Canelo Alvarez next. That's what I'm calling. Kidding. I don't want to do Nico Ali Walsh like that, but one day maybe.
And that does it for this preview of this ESPN card, Navarrete versus Wilson. This should be honestly a really good card. Some solid prospects on it. There's also some other fights on this card that we didn't talk about that should be pretty good too. But if you liked what you saw, if you liked what you heard, make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you turn on notifications to know when we post new content. And also let us know in the comments below who you think are going to be winning these fights, because we'd love to hear what y'all think.
Yeah, and you guys can also let us know those thoughts on any of our social media pages. You can let us know your predictions, or if you feel like my prediction was trash, go ahead, do what you want to do. But you can let us know on any of our social media pages like Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, all at ATNW Podcast. And if you want, you could find my personal Instagram and Twitter at Christian_S52.
If you want, you can find mine at AHND2215, because I'm on fire right now with my picks. Got 1 week in a row. I'm going for 2. Hopefully, I can get both of the cards we talk about this week right.
Hey, all takes no whiffs over here. That's all I gotta say.
We don't miss.
Me sometimes. Nah, I'm playing. Not missing this weekend though. Looking forward to flexing next week. Peace.
Peace.